Hey everybody, this is Mr. Magic here. Usually this channel has been dedicated exclusively to Magic the Gathering content, but today we're going to get into some Sniper Elite 4. Going to start a new campaign and jump in here. Normal difficulty, nothing crazy. Going to grab the Delisle Carbine, my favorite, as well as the HDM out of the Silent Weapons DLC. Don't know how familiar you guys are with this game, but it is definitely one of my favorite shooter games.
Schmidt isn't the only target. Need to take out the officers, too.
So this guy right here, we're just going to whistle and call him over. Kind of troll him a little bit. He's going to come around the corner, we're going to jump up and melee kill him. Take a little ammo off of him.
I think I've grabbed all I can.
And then we're going to run over here and check out one guy. Nice little crane to drop on somebody. And I'm feeling like I'm missing a guy, but we'll worry about that in a minute. And that's one pancaked dude.
The only way is up.
Nice theatrical debris falling. We'll see if he's got any rifle ammo for us. I feel like rifle ammo is a premium commodity as I play this game. Never feel like I have quite enough to shoot all the Nazis that I want to shoot. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know that there's 10 ammo over here and a searchable crate. As many times as I've played this level, I've never found that before. Feels kind of silly, but so then we're gonna jump up right here, run over, check all this stuff. The car will pick things up for us. Duck down here, and gotta remember where our next guy is.
That tower looks like a good vantage point. What's with the camera?
What if they all just died? Wouldn't that be horrible? Look at that. Had a problem with their gas tank, it looks like. Let that be a lesson to all you at home. Always maintain your gas tank so it doesn't explode when Carl Fairburn comes and shoots it for you. Some nice explosives there. We just want to take a quick look around and see if we see. There's a fella over there. And a crane for him to walk under. And that's the guy.
Hey there, fella. You're on my target list.
And zero in at 200 meters. And touch him. And he takes a nap. And then there's that truck guy. I feel like it's got to come around that corner. Did I miss it? Oh, I did miss it. That was a tough shot though on a moving truck a couple 100 yards away. Let's see. Oh, and they all got hurt too. Isn't that unfortunate how that happens? And there's that fellow. He is also going to lay down the kidnap. And hit level 25, and now I get the heart rate recovery, which is a pretty cool little perk. Once you learn the pace of levels like this, you can get in place and get those trucks quick before they drop off some of their troops, and that is it makes the rest of the level a lot simpler. But you need to know where to be and how to place your shots. The officer is part of his patrol takes him outside along this pavilion here, but I'm in here at 20x zoom, and my rifle's not. I don't think the particular rifle that I've got, the Delisle carbine, I don't think it's going to reach out and touch him. It's like about a 300, 400 meter shot. You know, we could irritate some of these guards out here, but I think most likely it would just kind of scare them and stir them up, which I don't really want to make my life more complex right now. There's a fella. Managed to snag him. And that's probably about all that we can. Oh, maybe there's a fella and another. They've got some explosives for me, and I think yeah, there's an eagle right there. We'll go ahead and touch the eagle. And see if we can wait for this guy to stop walking, or at least walk in a line that is, so to speak, straight toward us or straight away from us. That guy will be able to. Oh, I think there's a second guy down there. No. The power on this rifle is really diminished on these longer shots, and now they know where I'm at, but I don't think that they will come investigating from that far away. So the next area that I kind of like to cover when I play this map is to work my way either up this hill or through this cave. Either one's a good option. But I think we're going to go through the cave.
No more to find
and
here.
There's at least two guys up there. that I want to go ahead and keep track of. There's the other one. Now, one of the interesting tricks is if we take the guy in the back, then if anybody notices that he's not making, any of the other mobs notice that he's not making his patrol, then they'll think the shot came from the opposite side. They'll start looking around the back. And there's Sergeant York was an American World War I hero, and he actually talked about doing that initially as a turkey hunter, and then also as he fought against the Germans on the American side in World War I. And they said, you know, you take the target from the back, and nobody notices what's going on. Don't know if you guys caught that, how the aim assist kind of glitched out there, and even though I was on it, it didn't want to give me a red reticle. And I don't know if any of you ever have that problem playing this game, but it's one of the reasons that I've never really bothered trying to get into a harder difficulty, is because I know that the aim mechanism will glitch out sometimes. And you know, in a game where a single misplaced shot can really just cost you 10 or 15 minutes of extra work and extra walking around, you know, it's just, I just don't worry about it. I'll play on the lower difficulties. I'll keep my keep the aim assist, and I enjoy the game anyway. I think this was a 2017 title, and you know, for all the physics simulations and soft body simulations and ballistic simulations that it's running, I think it really accomplished a lot for its time. This guy that's over on the other side of that rock, we're going to try to troll him out over here where I can get at him. See if he'll come to me. Yeah, there he is. Get my whistle ready. See if I can call him over. Yep, he's gonna come find me. And we're gonna say hi to him. There he goes. And we'll put him down in the bushes and let him take a nap.
This will come in very
And
useful.
grabbed a trip mine. Let's see, I got some teller mines, a couple of trip mines, no S mines. So we're running here. Got some suppressed rifle ammo, which sadly you can't load into the Delisle carbine. That's disappointing to me. There's that fella over there. And there's a whole camp along that ridge, but I just don't want to monkey with that right now. What we're gonna do is approach those tents over there, a couple of mobs right there, these two guys. I think there's an officer on the back side of this building here, and there's an eagle for us. We'll aim a little high, and there she goes. And let's, oh, there's a third guy. Take a look over here, see who all we can find. Your binoculars might be your most powerful weapon in this game. You know, just given your ability to track enemies and to know where they are and what they're doing, and, or reach out and touch that guy. And then if these two guys are looking at each other, we kind of want them not to do that. Yeah, now the guy in the front, nope, totally missed. Totally missed. Let's see. Nope, missed twice. Terrible shot. Now they're all stirred up. But I don't think they know where I am. The little mini-map doesn't show them triangulating their position. So, with that being the case, I'm going to jog over here to the next piece of cover. And that guy is kind of exposed, and he is now going to go to sleep. And then that leaves that fellow right there. And took him in the heart that time. So we'll jog over here, and now we got the all clear, so we know that we took all the guys that are over there in that little area. Now there's a valley that runs between down through here, and we'll have to clear that out too in a little bit, but I kind of leave that for the last part of this map. Just because the only way to work it is to go down into it. And I typically prefer, thought I saw a guy over there, I typically prefer to you know, let my rifle do my work for me. You'll see a white dot on the map down in the corner right there, and I'm about 95% sure that that guy is on a completely different elevation, that he's down in the valley. So like if I went down that path and around to the right, it would take me down through the valley, but I don't want to get into that right now. We'll clear that out. So if we clear this ridge that I'm on and the far ridge, or the opposite ridge, then nobody has elevation working against us. Nobody's got, I've got the high ground Anakin. Don't want to end up like Anakin on the high ground.
Can't find anything else.
So then, we'll stop and work back and forth. Schmidt is the named officer that I was talking about from the first vantage point. He gets out and walks that little promenade, that little patio. You know, and you can just kind of hang out there and wait for him, and really speed run this level, because I think killing Schmidt is the only mandatory objective in the level. But the way I play this, I kind of like to just work the whole level down to nothing. Like to clear out all the mobs I can find. I might not find every single one, but I like to clear out as many as I can find. So then, there's going to be some guys over in this area at some point. Their patrol will take them through here, but I'm not seeing them right now. There are definitely going to be guys over there to have to clear out. And this gives us a good perspective on that area over there. And there's a fella. And one of the things I like to do is I think his patrol will take him right next to that ammo can right there. And if that happens, then we can blow up the ammo can, and we don't have to. It's kind of like they think it. The mobs think that it's just ammo exploded. It's not. They don't start thinking, oh, there's a British SOE sniper, and he's coming for blood. So now down here, there's a lot going on. There's a guy. This guy works up that path and another down along this beach. There's a truck down there. But the first thing we're going to do is get up here and check out this little nest. Let's see if so there's that fella over there, and this guy is evidently not going to go near the crate like I thought, so I will go ahead and get him. Then that guy might not walk out from behind that rock for a few minutes, so check this area out again. Now that we have a slightly different vantage on it, start working through some of this. There's that valley that I was talking about, and there's a couple of guys, or one of them at least. If he will walk over into that bush, and then I can drop him. Oh, he's getting so close. I didn't quite put him in the bush. Yeah, maybe. It's one of those where the AI might consider his body concealed, or it might not. But then we're going to climb down here. Down to this level. And start checking out some of these guys. Got a guy there. Got a guy there. Lots of ammo to blow up. There is an officer who patrols right along this loading dock here. He is one of our optional, not so optional objectives. But we may have to get a completely different line of sight. We'd stir everybody up if we destroy that truck, but I don't want them to run off and start hiding from me just yet. I feel like our officer is... There he is. There's the man we want.
What do we have here? Nothing personal.
Oopsie. Don't stand too close to explosive barrels. It's very, very dangerous. And there's one more guy down there. Oh, He's gonna be like right over there. Yep, I see him now. Let's see if I can. Yep, there he is. Now, look down at these two guys. There's that fella. And his buddy. You see how this guy didn't alert, he didn't run away because I took out this one first, so I couldn't see him. Then we will see, that guy's probably on that ridge, and a couple of others. So what we'll do, I like to, as I play this game, I like to backtrack and rework some of the angles that I've already worked. Work back through areas that I know are safe, areas that I know are cleared. Like I know if I stick to this ridge over here, that none of the mobs have a line of sight on me. So what I'll do, I'll go all the way down to this end down here. That's the beginning of the valley that I was telling you about. Now I get down into some concealment and start working my way back up. And those white bushes there are going to be my first concealment, and I'm going to run up to those, duck, take a look at this guy, who is 74 meters away. We're going to jump into this bush. But we need maybe that bush over there. But it's a question of not getting seen in the process. Okay, so I've got two more untagged bad guys up on that ridge. Now that one currently at 12 o'clock on the map, I know he's down in the valley. The one over there is up above. There's that fellow there, and I mean I could take him out, but I'm going to alert everybody else that's over here. There's a guy. Track of him now. And there's at least one more beyond them. See, there's body found. Some of them are starting to find bodies. A fella over there that I haven't got tagged. But I don't know if he's going to come out where I can get a look at him. We're going to go ahead and get this guy and then run over here while that guy is looking the other way. Then this guy should, or at least he might, see his friend's body over there and go over to investigate. See if we can facilitate that process. Alright, so in the course of going to look at that rock, he should find his friend over there. Body found. Yep. That's what we want. There he is. We'll remove that tag because I don't want that tag sitting there for the rest of this level. So then I got two guys at my 12 o'clock position, but they're down in the valley. And I know I got one guy over there 12 o'clock doing his patrol, but he is not even alerted to those two bodies over there. So we're going to take a jog over here and see if... There he is. So he's currently at 12 o'clock. So let's... Got my teller mines are all full. And then let's get really risky here.
Nothing else.
And sit out in the sunlight and booby trap that body. Then somebody can come along and find the teller mine when they go to check that guy's pulse. Now there's a mob up here on this ledge. Maybe I can distract him or guide him, shall we say, over to find his friends. No. So he can't see me because of all the sandbags there. Now I might be close enough that I can get his attention. Not yet. Not yet. Boy, he's hard of hearing. There he goes. Usually they have a much larger range of what they can hear and what they can't. So then, so should be, yep, it's coming out just on the other side of the rock. And we'll help him go over here. Oh, yeah, go look at that rock. Go look at that rock. That's a great idea. Yeah, walk, walk, walk. Around the fence. Now, go check out your buddies over there. Oh, you couldn't hear me because of the plane. Alright, so now he's going to go check on them. Or he should, anyway. He'll quit standing around. There he goes. Body found. Do 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 do. So check the first one. Evidently, that's not the one that I mined. I'll be ready just in case he manages to mess this up. Oh, no, he didn't. It's too bad I didn't. I was scoping when he went down. I missed the explosion. So now, this particular route that I'm looking at leads down, and you can see the dots on my map to indicate two guys that I will eventually have to deal with. And there's one of them. Yeah, but they're way down there. Not worried about them yet. Just sort of a reminder to myself to come back and clear them out in a little bit. Now I think, let's see, the next guy on the map is, I think he's kind of a ways away. I think we've got some distance between us and him, actually. So I think he's... Check this tent real quick, but I think the white dot on the map, 12 o'clock right now, I think that guy is actually beyond that fence and kind of down in that hole. Oh, cool. This is a letters to home. So there are collectibles in this game. Sometimes it's letters to home, or the soldier has written his last letters, or things like that. But yeah, straight down in that ravine there's more guys to clear out. But so we're gonna get the Beanos out, and we're gonna work down that camp and just kind of remind ourselves that there are some explosives there that we can work on. There's a truck over there. There's a guy there. But we'll have to clear them all out. That fella, he just has no business being up in that tower and having a good vantage point. No business whatsoever. And I still don't see Mr. Schmidt. There's a fella. But we absolutely will find Mr. Schmidt before this level is over. Can't complete it without visiting him. I've got this officer over here tagged because the officers usually carry duty rosters on them, and picking up a duty roster lets you instantly know where all the Nazis in a particular squadron are. It's like you've already tagged them just because you picked up the duty roster. So that is fantastic. Now sometimes it's kind of a challenge to get hold of the officer and and search his body without alerting or getting right down in the middle of his whole squadron. But sometimes the officers will carry the duty roster for, say, like the next squadron on the map. So you pick up a guy, or you pick off an officer, and he actually has the duty roster for the next area that you're going to go clear, which is cool. That can be pretty helpful. But anyways, what we're going to do now is on the far side of this stone wall, there's a couple of barns or outbuildings or farmhouses or whatever you want to call them, and we are going to go work those and clear those out. There's really kind of an infestation in here. There's a truck. There is a generator. You can, when you're not playing with a suppressed weapon, like I've got the Delisle carbine right now, which is already suppressed, but when the planes fly over, or the generator, you can rig the generator so that it kind of sputters and backfires periodically, and that becomes a sound mask, so nobody hears your gunshots. And you gotta love those. So there's a crane to drop on somebody. I'm not seeing any of the guys that I know are hiding in that area, and I don't like it. I'm almost thinking that I will... Oh, there's one. Tagging. There he is. There's another. But I could jump this wall and go down here and work down the ravine, because the ravine is something that I already know. That I've worked part of the ravine already, and I can go ahead and wrap that up and get it done. And then these caves here will come back and clear out. So first things first, kind of break the rules. And so there's two guys out there, so I don't want to leave them. Behind. Oh yeah, these are the guys that I was talking about earlier, I think. These levels are so big, and the geometry of them is so complex that there's a lot of replayability in these. There's a bad guy. There's another one in there somewhere. Okay. Like I've never actually had that particular vantage point of those particular bad guys before. So it's just something I feel like is cool. When games today are expensive. You're not usually dropping $10 on a game. You're usually dropping like $50 or $60 on a game. And the Sniper Elite franchise is no exception to that rule. He's standing right next to that propane cylinder. Unfortunate how that happens sometimes. Let's see if his buddy comes out, or we can take a look at him. Not yet. Go ahead and reload my rifle. And he's up there. He's cautious. See, like that hole right there that I'm looking at, I've never seen that hole before. And that would provide another good vantage point on these guys. So I'm actually, just for the sake of exploration, I'm going to get up in there and see where that goes. There he is. Hi, buddy. And there he goes. Just for exploration's sake, I'm going to climb up here. So like I'm learning the map right here with you guys. Never found that particular avenue before. Okay, so does this lead straight up? It does. So this is the little castle or minaret, or not sure exactly what you want to call it, but we were visiting there before, and this is the area that I was talking about that is really just infested. But I didn't have good lines on any of the guys. I like to be able to pick people out with my binoculars first, and then work them down. And so, kind of know where they are, and then you know, get 100, 200 yards out and be able to work the group down in a way that I feel like is controlled. So, worst splintery rope burn ever there by Mr. Carl Fairburn. We will take out both of those trucks here in a few minutes, but first thing we want to do is we want to find the officer that we downed out here, and we want to loot him and see if we can find his duty roster. Then we'll take care of these trucks. Get a little experience bonus every time you blow up a truck. You know, and it just soothes my conscience to know that that no Nazi is gonna drive that truck and aid the Fuhrer's war effort against us. So that is the path that we're going to take next. But first, I'm just going to run through here, stock up on anything that that we might need. And then we'll reach out and touch that truck. And we're going to have to get a little elevation. Oh, somebody can see us. It was standing right on the edge. We did not get the cover blown warning, but gotta watch out for stuff like that. Don't want to get caught, don't want to get seen. And I think he ran off. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and take care of these trucks, and then we're going to head up that path I was showing you a minute ago. So, that truck. Yeah, we got the all clear. So, and the yellow, of course, is like the mobs go onto an alert status where they're paying attention, they're looking for you, they're listening more carefully. The red status bar is they know exactly where you are and they are actively hunting you. They're closing in on your last known location. So, anyways, but we're going to go up this path, and there is kind of a longer climb right here. And the area that I was talking about suffering from infestation, we're going to work our way up to that and work from kind of the back side, I guess, you might say. Just checking the map and making sure that I don't see anybody in the immediate vicinity, because I want to sneak up on somebody else. I don't want to get sneaked up on. So there's, got some rifle ammo, some shotgun ammo. There's a generator on the far side of this wall that would mask our rifle shots if we weren't already playing with a suppressed weapon. And then we're going to see if we can climb this tower. And in fact, we can. So, before we do that, let's see what we can see. There is a vehicle there that we want to tag. Now there's a bunch of so like you guys can see, there's actually a target right there. Well, there's munitions in here, so if you're running low on ammo, this old dilapidated looking barn is full of weapons and ammunition. So climb up in here, And there's a lot of sunlight, which is not inherently our friend. You know, we don't want to be seen, but oh, there's a friend. Look at that. You know, that sunlight is not just what I'd call our friend, but we're also kind of elevated from everybody else, and I think they're less likely. It would be unfortunate if that poor fella were to walk between those trucks and get hurt. Nope. Oh, that's too bad. I thought surely he was close enough to those trucks that something bad might happen to him. But see, now he's looking off in entirely the wrong direction, and like you guys saw there, my point of impact was actually on, it still is on his helmet, but it's not turning red. So even though that's a good shot, and I know it's a good shot, I won't, I could take that shot and it would count as a miss. So again, you know, I like this game. I think it's a great game. Think, you know, they were doing a lot of really cool things when they put this together. But like right there, that guy was toast, but it didn't give me the red targeting reticle. Now this guy is totally oblivious, and that's just, you know, when all your buddies are running around because of, you know, stranger danger, then you want to pay attention to something like that. Now that exclamation point back there, see how it's still totally glitched out. There he goes. He's going to run away.
Final curtain, buddy.
There's an officer back there. I must have hit something that caused something else to explode and took out that officer, because that exclamation point we saw just a moment ago was actually the officer seeing somebody else drop. And we'll wait for him to jump his fence and find his cover, and there he goes. Nap time. So, worked down a lot of those guys in that area. Certainly enough. There's one running around over there. He's still worried, and that's cute. But I'm going to come over here and work up this side kind of cautiously. Now, oh, yep, there's a guy back here. See, there's one over there that just would not peek his head out. Now, this road will take you down into, like, if this is the farmland, then the town is that way. And we'll have to go work the town and work toward that villa that was across the bridge. And let's go over this way, because I just don't like the angle of approach there that gives the other guy the high ground. Oh, look, there's a bird. Yep. See, I don't know what was going on there, but anyways, we'll go around the side, down, and we will grab this cover. We got the all clear now. We might be able to put eyes on a fellow that wouldn't want to come out to play. Oh, he's near. I want to say, yep, there he is. There he is. So now we know where he's at. We kind of follow him around. We will even be just really mean-spirited. And we'll whistle to him and see if he'll come over to play with us. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. And down he goes. And he's hiding in the bushes now.
Can't find anything else.
So let that be a lesson to you. If you're ever behind enemy lines, or rather, if you're suspicious of lurking British SOE officers in an active war zone, don't follow all the whistling. So this is a decent vantage point on the town and the villa. And we've cleared out enough bad guys from where we're currently at that I don't mind creepy crawling over here and take a look and see what we can see. There are some guys that come out on that balcony. There's a fella that's not tagged. Still have not seen old Schmitty. There's a truck over in the corner. There's a fella. I mean, we could take him out now, but we just stir everybody in there. Stir them all up. And that's not really what I'm after right now. There's a fella. I think this is an officer. Oh yeah, that's a dead officer. He's carrying a duty roster. Got him earlier. Then just kind of want to scan through here. That path is the one I was talking about a few minutes ago. Just kind of leads you down into the town, so to speak. There's actually a guy out on that lighthouse island there that you can get long shot credit for. But we won't worry about him just now. There's a fella. One of the things they did in Sniper 4 that they didn't do in Sniper 3 is they give Allied intel down there at the bottom of the Beano's. Bertie Hasenkamp secretly loves American jazz. Or this guy here is Stefan Koenig and has eyesight problems. Or, you know, they all have something a little different. You know, sometimes it's like he's worried about his brother who's serving on the Russian front, or, you know, there's always something different. Now there should be a dead officer over here in this building, or near this area. This officer kind of likes to hang out in this area. Oh, and there is a bad guy. There's one there, and there's one like 2 buildings over, about maybe 1230 on my mini map. And others still besides. So where are you, sir? There he is. And he is Eugene Bolin, team driver from Dusseldorf. Yeah, 3 or 4 more guys over in that direction. But as you can see, lots of targets here, and I think that used to be a bunch of rifles on a rack. And if I go up into the hayloft, nope, I thought there was like a letters from home or something up in the hayloft, but I was mistaken. So the next thing we'll do is jump over this fence and try to get down inside these tents without getting seen. And just a lot of times letters, ammunition, things like that will be inside the tent. You can see how anything you can pick up has a shiny look to it, or a glow, or whatever you want to call it. So bunch of stuff glowing over there on that table. Shotgun ammo. My submachine ammo is full. Oh, yeah, there's something on the back of this table. There's an officer's pistol, a bunch of pistol ammo. Then 2 more tents down here that we want to check. But like I said, a lot of times the collectibles and things will be down inside those tents. Nothing glowing in there. I know this is painstakingly slow for you guys watching it, but if I stand up, then if I stood up back there, then the Nazis who were further back would probably have been able to see me. So we'll worm our way through here. There's a truck there in that garage. And check this bag, shotgun ammo, and an S-mine. And then we'll kind of start to work our way up this side. I know I can't really see me too well. Now there's a guy up here that we are approaching. Another guy. Nope, just a tree limb. Where is this fella at? Come on. Where are you at, buddy? Let's see if we can draw him out where we can look at him. Now he must be on a different... Oh, there he comes. Come on. Where are you at? Maybe he is on a different elevation, because there's actually a catacombs or a tunnel that leads right down through there. And so I think that if he, he should be able to see me, and we should be able to see him right now, technically. Yeah, he's got to be, yeah, he's underground. But it's weird that I have him marked on my map and I can't see a silhouette. Like usually you can, for example, like this guy right here. I can see his silhouette. Well, if I back out, I can still see his silhouette. Now this other guy, there he is. Okay, yeah, he looked like one of the flowers. Okay, but there he is. Now I know where he's at. He's not anybody that I have to like really worry about right at this minute. But there is a guy, 2 guys, 3 guys over there. So I'm going to stand up because I knew they were looking the other way. So There's 1, 2, there's a third on the back side of that building. Just not a lot of great lines on some of these guys. So we're going to throw a rock and see if we can get somebody's attention. Come on. He is absolutely deaf. There he goes. And now he's going to take a walk up here. He's in a mood to be very obliging now. And I think that what we're going to do is just put him over there in that bush. Now the one that I don't have, you can get gold trim on your rifle. And one thing that I don't have is the shoulder kill for this particular rifle. And he just helped me get my very first shoulder kill. And so now you can see that guy over there right through the doorway. He is, for some mysterious reason, alerted to the death of his buddy. There's not really a good explanation for that. But he's going to come over here. And when he does, bad things might happen to him. Like that. Very, very unfortunate. Now the map is telling me that there should be a German right about there. But I don't see him, and I'm wondering if maybe he's another one of those underground Germans. He should be right next to the truck on the far side of that building, so I'm thinking that maybe he's actually underground. But what we'll do is jump this fence and jump this fence, get down here, and take a look-see from a different direction. I just don't see the guy. I'm gonna whistle and see if he'll come see me. Nah, nobody can see me now. Now, there might be two guys on the far side of that wall, or there may be absolutely nothing on the far side of the wall, and it just kind of drops off to empty space. But so what I'm going to do, that's a run where I'm kind of getting close to the end of the game, so I'm going to overwrite that. But what I'm going to do at this point is get over here and start working my rocks. Start seeing if I can find bad guys. But I'm thinking that the far side of the wall is on a different elevation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now that it is. Because that guy's technically he's directly in front of me, but he's gonna drop off. This farmer piled all of his oxygen tanks and his gas tanks and his wheelbarrows and whatnot down here. And then straight down there's going to be some bad guys. So, anyways, folks, that is that's all for today. So what we're going to do, we're going to go squirrel ourselves over into this bush, and we're going to save up. Jump down here to San Celini Island, and Mr. Magic is going to sign off and bid you all a great day.